About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Recon, 132 fighter. Whip. Watch the whip. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now watch run. Protein spill. Sleep grip.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
I'm coming.
Hey, Delta.
57's to Mike. 57's to Mike.
Now.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got the first down and more past midfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's by 4. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Not today, you aren't. Not today.
From the gun, Herbert. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an idea.
Complimentary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want.
It got his man complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Juju Smith-Schuster, 93 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Topper, topper.
Kill.
They run with Taylor. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
18 Gator.
54. Mike, 54. I'm coming.
Smooth.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Ryan.
Now Prescott.
Watch the pass.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. This goes to Barber, the running back. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try it now with Barber. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, chop it.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready?
Here's Taylor. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
30 base.
Check 55 to Mike.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Mike, my dude.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Ready up. 61. Matchbox lights.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, high 7.
Watch out. Check Mike 54.
I'll go.
54.
Get it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 57. Let's get it.
On 1st down, Herbert, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Gotcha.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Barber on 1st and 10. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's Prescott. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Prescott. Bryant has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Check 45 the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hey, 47.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hatchet. Hatchet. Check 26. Check 20. Go.
26.
Prescott to throw this time. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at the 3.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
26, 26.
Prescott now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
There we go, kill. Check. Slam. Go. Get 20.
Prescott from the gun. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 4-8.
Check. 45 to Mike.
Here we go, 47.
45.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And Robinson with a big catch. That's good for 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
This to Jarwin. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Back to throw. Herbert. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A very solid gain of 27.
First down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
57. You go night-night. Gotta go night-night.
Hey, Zoo.
57.
Yes.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Throwing again. Herbert. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Falcons grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Cowboys 38.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From the 38, Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Benardrick McKinney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Herbert. Robinson's got it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Charlie.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, wahoo!
55, Mike, got 55. I'm here all day. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 76 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you get...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Go, go.
54.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
57, Mike, 57.
On first and 10, Herbert. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Two important parts to that play. One, you get a first down, obviously, Charles. Two, man.
Dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike.
On first down, Herbert. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Pilot, 64, weak.
55, check, 55.
Bravo.
Hey, come on now, come on now. Let's go.
Second and 6. Dancing to his left. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
6-6, pull it high.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And that's off the mark, incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college. and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Any day. 45's the mic.
I smell fear.
We're going to 53.
I smell fear in that offense.
He get.
Go 26.
Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Prescott to throw. Going right side, he has Witten. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
On first down, it's Barber. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 12-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Wide angle.
Mike, 45. Yeah.
26.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.